Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG that we know and love as VP La Pew Pew. You might know it's a Leppy, Leaf Blower, a Lehefa, or even a Lefa if you happen to be Jingles and you can't pronounce it. Well, this one is located on the west spawn of Safe Haven under the command of Not Sober. And there's a reason why he's called Not Sober, because he plays whilst he's had a few. Let's say that way. Yeah, he's had a few to drink and he likes to play. And I do not decry that or suggest that that's wrong in any way, because I've got a glass of wine on my desk at the moment. And I often during the summer have a nice ice cold beer as well. And occasionally I'll have a cocktail made with rum or even a glass of whiskey. Yes, so there's nothing wrong with being not sober. In fact, although some people can't handle their drink, I can actually tell you there is a medical solution to being not sober all the time. And it's actually a drug that was invented some time ago called naltrexone. And if you ever get into trouble with not being sober, yes, you can take that drug and go to your doctor and get it prescribed. And it's actually very effective. It means you have to be very disciplined, because it means that you have to take the drug if you want to have some alcohol. But you can definitely get rid of alcoholism using... by using naltrexone, because it is so effective at blocking the effect, the buzz that you get from drinking abusively. So if you are one of those people who has to visit AA, then consider getting some naltrexone, and you can get rid of your, how shall I say, your addiction very, very easily by being sponsored by somebody to actually take the naltrexone, do it religiously, and that way you can get rid of your addiction completely by effectively being able to still drink but enjoy alcohol normally like any other person would. You don't get the buzz, but you can still drink, and you don't drink as much. In fact, I know an actress who actually did do that, and she's been completely cured of alcoholism, and she can still drink. She doesn't drink as much now, though. Well, he's managed to get a couple of hits on that AT2, but not enough to actually stop him from moving. The good news is that the enemy who came through the tunnel, well, didn't work out so well for them. The AT2 is trying to get at this Mitsu. They actually seem to be quite effective heavy tanks. Oh, that was a good shot. Now these shells, the 105mm, capable of 410 alpha, 53mm pen, and that was a good shot, that one. And there you go, the AT2 is out the game, and it was killed by a Electo out in the fields. Oh, that tracked the T6. You can see there are other shells from the Butch gun going in on that guy. And there's the kill shot. Ah, we've been detected. The enemy RT found out where we are. And the enemy RT in this game are an AMX-13AM and a Panzer B. Now that's the Heischreck, or is it, yes, it's Heischreck actually. I think it's the correct German name. Or is it Cricket or Grasshopper? I can never remember. I think it is Grasshopper actually. Is the correct name, and it's actually a very effective tank Arty that was actually devised towards the end of the war, and they made a number of them, but it did see service, but only one now survives, and it's actually in America at the I think it's now it's not Fort Benning anymore, it's Fort Moore, named after Colonel Moore, or General Moore as he actually became in the end, the general who's actually featured in the film We Were Soldiers. Yes, in fact at the time he was a colonel, he was actually played by Mel Gibson in the film, but it's true that that general took part in the battle of, I think it was the Idrang Valley, where they actually took on an entire division of the Viet Cong, or was it the North Vietnamese army, and they didn't wipe them out, but they actually defended themselves and caused immense casualties to the enemy. Well, it appears that we've caused immense casualties to the enemy in this battle, because they've only got 5 tanks left, and one of them is the P2640 we're seeing up on the hills. He's not really paying attention to us, but he should be, because he's going to lose a lot of hit points if he doesn't get out of there, and I don't think he can at the moment. And he's being splattered. Oh, he's on fire! And that's it, he's got him! And that's only 4 enemies left. Now, he has got a fighter badge. That means we're getting at least 4 kills. And we did see the high caliber symbol come up. And now he's got the arsonist symbol as well, because, of course, he set fire to an enemy tank and it died that way. The AMX-13AM is trying to escape, desperately trying to escape from our guys. He's running as fast as he can. One of only 3 left on the team. He's getting closer to us. I think we might actually have to shotgun this guy. He's racing across the middle of the map at the moment. And, oh, no, he's come across a Panzer IV. He rams him. Remember, that's a AMX-13, which is a light tank, but an Arty. And he goes out the game because he's stationary long enough for Not Sober to put a round into him. Yes, when they run around the battlefield like that, it's very difficult to get shots on them, but there is still one enemy tank that we should fear in the battle, and that's in SU-122, and there he is. And he's out in the open. Can we get shots on him? Remember, that's got 2 122mm guns, and he just... Was it him? No, it was actually a Panzer IV Ausführung H just killed the Panzer Selbstfahrerwerfer 4B on the enemy team. So the only enemy now remaining is the SU-122, the SU-122, and he's going up in there. Okay, so we can get shots on this guy. That was a bit snap, but it hit the target. Oh my God, he got a penetrating shot. And the guy went out to a shot from the Stug 3B, and that was a win. I think I did mention in several videos prior to this one that sometimes snapshots do work, and in fact in this one it did work. Not Sober managed to get a penetrating shot on the side of that SU-122, which actually stripped him of most of his health, and then the Stug got the kill shot immediately afterwards. So it worked out okay for us, because Not Sober got a lot of damage. And in fact, you can see he got a first-class tanker out of this game. Not unusual. He's had them before. In fact, he's had aces before. He also got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. In fact, he got 5, 1 short of getting a top gun and 1/3 of the enemy team. He got an arsonist because he set light to that P2640, as well as a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 19 in that one. And on top of all that, he did pick up a Battle Hero medal because he got the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And his win rate was 7,294, which is Super Unicum standard. So let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see he definitely got the highest damage, 2,254, but he also got the highest number of kills in the game. He got 5. And the next highest was the Electo with 4. I didn't actually mention the other ones who got damage, but just look how small they are in comparison to Not Sober. The Electo only managed 1,286. The ARMT, one of the new tanks in the game, got 1,108. And the enemy tank, their best game, got 1,085. So you can see he really did run away with that one by getting lots of hits on the enemy and stripping enemy tanks of their health bit by bit. So he got the highest number of kills. The Electo got 4. 3 kills went to the SU-76 on the enemy team out in the field. And when it came to base XP, he got that one too. So he's got the top in all 3 columns. 994, just missed getting over 1,000, just missed it. 710 went to the Electo, and 666 went to the ARMT. No, that's not the number of the beast. I believe it's his fax number, actually. But yeah, somebody said a while back, I think the real number of the beast is something like 611 or something like that. I'm sure somebody will confirm it, but definitely it's not 666. I think they got the translation wrong or something like that. And somebody renamed their bus route. Yes, somebody called their bus route 666, and they renamed it and called it 611. And then it turned out that they found out that that was the real number of the beast, and then they had to change it all over again. There you go. It does sometimes play tricks on you. Anyway, if we look at detail, he fired 27 rounds, so barely used any of the ammunition. Just over half of the ammunition used, still had plenty of ammo left. He got 13 direct hits on the enemy and 4 penetrating shots and 12 splash. Now, can we guess which ones he actually penetrated in the game? Well, the M8A1 had to be a penetration, very thin armor. Shell went straight through and blew him to pieces. The second one, well, that has to be the SU2 122, because we saw the pen, 383 hit points. He couldn't have got that except with a penetration shot. And the AMX13AM, yes, that was only a small penetration, but it was because he was stationary and it made it such a delightful bang when it went up. And who else do we think he penetrated? Well, it was the Striv M42. Yes, he also got a penetrating shot during the game. So going back to the details, we can see he did 2,254 hit points of damage, of which 1,855 were at more than 300 meters. So some of the enemy did get close to him. He also received 1 hit by way of splash. That was the Arty warning that he got. It was a near miss, didn't give him any stun, but it just showed the enemy did work out where he was. I think he was out in the open as well for a while. 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 5 killed, 57 hit points of damage assistance. He earned a profit of 45,549 credits on a premium account, and he also took away 2,087 experience points altogether. As he said, this was a hectic match. It certainly was. Very interesting, very fast, but also fairly risky as well. I thought if you saw how close his guys got to actually going for our cap, they came out to the tunnel mob-handed, and then the AT2 immediately started trying to take down the Mitsui. And so, yes, we were lucky that the AT2 got distracted by that Mitsui, because if he'd actually gone with the other guys and gone for the cap, that might have been a bit of a problem, because he might have met our guys on the way and have a bit of fun with them. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that replay. It's not an ace tanker game. It's a high caliber game, but it certainly was a fun one for Not Sober. And I hope he's actually enjoying himself. And if you ever do actually have a drink problem, by the way, always try and look for that one. Naltrexone. It was the Sinclair method is the name of the treatment that they actually devised. It works by taking away the need, the addiction need to actually keep drinking alcohol to get the buzz. And so long as you use the drug beforehand, you don't get the buzz, so you don't feel the need to keep drinking. And that's how it works, apparently. And it does work. People have been cured. So there you go. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.